So Hayley, you're working, or you're playing Christopher Robin's wife in a very incredibly well-loved story. I gather there's a bit of a story attached to the way you got the part. Something to do with a phone call with Mark Forster in the middle of the ocean?
Yeah, I was...
Tell me.
I was on holiday. I was in Greece with some mates, and we were on a boat, and I got an email saying, would you Skype with the director, Mark Forster? And I'd read the script, and I knew his work, and of course said yes, and then had to go and find the captain and ask where I could go to get Wi-Fi. And he said there's actually a spot just past that rock in the distance, in about 10 minutes in that general direction, where you should be able to get it.
And how far away was the rock?
It was in the distance. I mean, it was far. But so okay. I jumped on the back of a jet ski, put my life jacket on, and tucked my phone into it, and then just drove in that general direction for a while until I could see no civilization, and then just managed to get a spot where I could Skype with him. And it made him laugh, and that's how how we broke the ice.
That's quite a way to get the part, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
So when it came to making the film, what was it like acting with Pooh and his friends? I mean, how much were you able to act with them, or was it a case of the voices being inserted?
So there was different kind of stages of it. So the first pass of each scene would be with stuffed animals that looked exactly like the animated versions that you see, and they were voiced by a group of actors who were off screen, and we were able to improvise with them. But of course, the thing that you have to get used to is not responding to the direction that the sound is coming in from these actors, but actually reacting to this inanimate object. And then the second pass comes in, and it's the headless, grey, hairless versions of these stuffed animals, which looks like the Guillermo del Toro horror version of it.
That must be a bit off-putting.
It's by that point though, you're an actor, so you kind of, I've done so many bizarre things. You just go, well, it's just all in a day's work, really. And then the third one is like a rod with a light on it, and at the time the light comes on, that's when you know the character is supposedly talking. And then eventually there's absolutely nothing there. So you go through all these different stages, but it gets, you need to use your imagination more as you go along. So by the end of it though, it was just kind of like, oh, this is what we do. We just get used to it.
So you've seen the finished version because you were at the European premiere. How did you respond to it? How many tissues did you need?
Oh, well, I've seen it 3 times. The first time I saw it was in New York about 10 days ago, on my own in a movie theatre. Literally no one there, and I cried in the opening credits. I think I loved the beautiful opening aesthetic of the pages turning and the old books coming to life, and that felt very quaint and true to the original stories of A.A. Milne. And I've cried at different points, and I've laughed out loud at different points. I mean, I find it so funny. The characterization is so familiar to me of all these animals, so they've nailed them beautifully. And just, when Madeline is talking about having to go off to boarding school, and Pooh Bear calls it boring school. And little moments like that, which are so sweet and so full of kind of
Tigger's
naivety
malapropisms as well.
Yeah, exactly. And Eeyore having these papers and a briefcase strapped to his back, and Piglet saying that he just looks like a sad house. And all these, they're just really charming. So there's lots of different little details that I picked up with every viewing I've had of it.
And I think it probably makes a difference that they look like live toys.
Yeah. I think
with worn fur as well.
Exactly. They rather than having veneers and kind of spruced up hair, they are worn old toys who have been well loved.
They certainly have. Hopefully the film will be well loved as well.
Hope
Hayley,
so.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.